In the morning we're having a meeting, all that kind of stuff. I just wonder if that is
racism,
the
sexism.
motive. If that's the reason
fact,
you would open your mouth.
We live in a land of child
Because I could say, well,
and
this is what we're doing. We're doing this as our job. And you're stopping us. But I wouldn't say that.
You are not out here making money.
No, that's right.
I'm trying to provide for my family and my dogs.
Yes.
And
I just don't think it's valid. I really don't think that we are going to make you starve, or your dogs.
Or your children.
Do you see anybody going into my store?
I don't know how many people go into your store naturally. I care for my dog. I don't never take my dog to stores.
I had a very good day until you came.
Well, we apologize. We apologize. And if your store has a bad day for one day in the midst of this Holocaust, and we get some teenage girl to think a little bit differently, and a life is saved.
You know what I see, though? You know what I see? People are thinking the opposite.
Maybe.
People are thinking the opposite.
People are thinking, though, right?
I'll bet you change more minds opposite of what you're doing to what you're doing.
Oh, that would be crazy. If we were out here with signs against abortion and someone seeing it said, now I'm going to be for murder, that would be crazy. But it would expose where they're at. It would expose where they're at.
People are what?
People are what?
People are what?
Thinking?
Crazy?
Well, some people are crazy. It's crazy to think that it's okay to take a blade to a baby's face. That is crazy. It's actually crazy to be more concerned about your profits for one night in a culture where they're taking a blade to a baby's face.
To vote for people who allow partial birth abortions, but our friends do it all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of craziness out there.
Why they've been
the world's upside down. We're trying to turn it right side up. Yes, it's going to disturb the people who are at peace with child sacrifice.
With you,
right?
I agree with your mission.
Everything, though.
As I told this gentleman, I disagree with the way you are.
I know. But if we did it the way you did it, no one would be doing anything. We'd all just be doing our jobs.
People doing nothing is better than people turning against you.
This is not true. Right now, do you think more people are thinking about abortion out here than they were prior to us being here?
I think more people are thinking about putting the blinders on and getting the hell out of here as fast as you can.
If their hearts are hardened, that may very well be true. But you know what? If one person or 5 people...
With the blinders on, saying just get...
No, I see a middle-aged man wandering around in the street having a conversation about his apathy and indifference to a Holocaust. I see a group of people standing up and saying, I know it's crazy, I know I'm not having all the success in the world, but I'm crying aloud for my neighbors, and I'm coming into conflict with a middle-aged man who cannot understand why someone would love people enough to do something so foolish. Don't be alarmed. It's just people trying to stand up against the killing of unborn children.
If we cared half as much about the unborn children being murdered as we do our Buckeyes football, child sacrifice would end in this country today. But that shows where our hearts are. What did Jesus say is the greatest commandment? We have to love the Lord our God with all
Hippocratic oath.
Mind and strength.
Yeah.
And love our Buckeyes as ourselves.
Does the Hippocratic oath say do no harm, or does it say harm human beings if they're unwanted?
As ourselves.
Where do human beings come from in your medical knowledge and study? I'm serious, like, what does being a doctor have to do with it? Except for you have more knowledge that this is actually what a human looks like at 9 weeks.
Over 65,
which is the average age.
Murdered every day here in Ohio as we worship our Buckeyes.